Well, we did it. We got it all together. Working some bugs out now. But we fabricated a frame. Mounted the motor. Replaced the plastic shaft, plastic tube shaft with our silicone hose. See if we can get a closer look. Alright, this is really tricky. See this giant space in here? I had to mill that out when I realized there's no way to fit this truck and motor through the space I had made through it because it wasn't wide enough. So that has caused a change of plans on how I'm going to mount the shell to this. But I did fabricate the little piece that goes through the middle, like on the Varney locomotives. This one didn't quite have that. It had, well, the part that I did have was missing, and then all this back end was broke off. But I've got an aluminum bar that slips through the motor. Taking this apart and putting it together is like a puzzle. The one thing that makes it very tough to do, as you can see here, there's a screw up through here. Trucks attach to the frame with a screw that is inside the bottom of the truck, meaning if you got to take it off, you got to take the axles out, you got to take the shaft out, then you put the screw in. Fortunately, once I did it like 20 times, I got pretty good at it. Now, here's the other thing. If you remember when I did that Barney yard switcher, these things tend to, with that tube in there being such a long span, they shake quite a bit. And I added a ton of weight. I even added a span of weight. We needed the span anyways. I guess we now got a place to put our light system. And there's still, what I've got on here isn't enough. We're going to have to find, I'm hoping there's enough room in the top of the shell here above this that I can glue in some big weight above this. Because, let's run it. Now I do have to adjust that tube a little bit. It's a little bit too tight right now. But we did it. We fabricated a frame and using screws put it together. So, how does it run? It definitely did not run like that when it was brand new. See, that shaft likes to make it twist a little bit. Now, I don't know if we're going to make 15. I guess we do make 15. Notice it doesn't take any extra power like on the Tenchotos. The sound is really not that bad. That wobble is caused by stretching the tube underneath. So I'll just loosen it a little bit. I mean, as it is, it's better than it was brand new. It's not nearly as loud. So, we did it. Now, so we ran into problems, but we learned. We learned a whole bunch of stuff about making an underframe. And this, I would have to say, if you're making underframe, that setup right there is far more difficult than any other because you have to fit a truck and a motor and then mount it to the frame. But you don't want to glue it because the number of times you have to take it out when doing this is a lot. I had to put it in, take it out, test something, take it out. You know, it just goes on and on. But now we know a bunch of stuff. One, we know that it's possible to make these cross members here. They can be screwed in place. Maybe that's useful in the future, maybe it's not. But it does work, and it can be done. This open space, I cannot put something permanent there, and because of how thin the rail is right here, how thin the side is right here, now I got a problem about screwing the shell to this. I don't know how that's going to work. I think I can just screw it right here, up through the bottom, maybe, which is what I'd like to do. But it does have a screw that comes down to the top. I don't think we're going to use that. We can also do something on the end. There'll be a way. We've got to find a cool fuel tank for this. But otherwise, check it out. We've got three. We got the three hardest ones are ready. Now I got to mount some couplers and things like that. But otherwise, the hard part is done. The mechanisms, hey, they work. Looking pretty good.